Hello. Good afternoon, and welcome to the second sitting of the second session of our 25th congregation. Please, shall we be outstanding as we receive convocation to the auditorium? Please let us be outstanding. Thank you very much. Please let us resume our seats. Please let us rise as we receive the Governing Council of GEMPA. Let us rise again as we receive the Governing Council of GEMPA, please. Thank you very much. We will remain standing as we sing Yenera Assassini. Let us commit the program into the hands of the Lord in our various faith in a minute. Let us thank him for his guidance, his protection, bringing us here together for the second setting. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. Please let us resume our seats. Before I hand over to our moderator, who is the Secretary of the Institute, Dr. Victor Akombo, to the protocol team, please do not admit any student into the auditorium while speeches are ongoing, unless during musical interludes. On this note, may I hand over to the Secretary of the Institute, Dr. Victor Akombo, who will be our moderator for the second sitting. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Bubuama. The Chairman and members of the Governing Council, our guest of honor, Rector, members of convocation, staff, alumni, students, members of the graduating class of 2025, distinguished invited guests, the media, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I respectfully invite the Chairman of Council of the Ghana Institute of Management and Public Administration, Professor Yao Ajimambedu, to constitute this December Assembly as the second sitting of the second session of the 25th Congregation of the Institute for the purpose of admission to various doctoral, master's, and bachelor's degree and the award of prizes to deserving graduating students of the School of Public Service and Governance. Chairman, sir.
My colleague members of the Governing Council of GEMPA, the guest of honor, Mr. James Ebo-White, members of convocation, staff, alumni, students, graduating class of 2025, distinguished invited guests, the media, ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to welcome all of you to the second sitting of the second session of the 25th Congregation of the Ghana Institute of Management and Public Administration, and to preside over this assembly in my capacity as the Chairman of the Governing Council, as required by the Enabling Act, GIMPA Act 2004, Act 676, for the conferment of degrees on deserving students. It has been years of serious studies for our graduates. I'm aware that for some of you, it has taken longer than usual. But let me congratulate all of you for your tireless efforts and the amount of due diligence and hard work that you have put in. We thank God for the gift of life and for his protection throughout the year. This year, the Institute is having 3 graduation sessions to accommodate the large number of graduates and guests who have been invited to attend this solemn academic ceremony. The first sitting of the session was held this morning for master's and bachelor's degree graduates of the School of Law, the School of Technology and Social Sciences. The second session is being held this afternoon for doctoral, master's and bachelor's degree graduates of the School of Public Service and Governance. The third section will be held tomorrow morning for doctoral, master's and bachelor's degree graduates of the business school. Graduation ceremonies occupy a special place in the life of any academic institution. They represent continuity and renewal. Continuity in our commitment to academic excellence and renewal in the form of graduates who are now prepared to serve society with knowledge, skill, and character. To the class of 2025, I extend my warmest congratulations of the Governing Council. Your presence here today is testimony to your perseverance, discipline, and determination. You have met the standards set by GIMPA, and you should be proud of that achievement. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the role of a governing council is to provide strategic oversight, ensure institutional integrity, and safeguard the long-term vision of the Institute. In fulfilling this mandate, the Governing Council remains guided by the conviction that education must be relevant, forward-looking, and responsive to national and global needs. The theme for this ceremony, From Heritage to Creative Futures, Inspiring Development Through Artistic Education and Enterprise, speaks to this conviction. Heritage anchors us in identity, values, and tradition. Creative futures, on the other hand, demand adaptability, innovation, and enterprise. The responsibility of universities such as ours is to connect these two, honoring what we have inherited while equipping students to shape what lies ahead. The Governing Council is therefore committed to policies and investments that strengthen academic quality, promote excellence, and position this institute as a center of excellence in artistic education and enterprise. Artistic and creative disciplines are no longer marginal to development discourse. Around the world, creative industries contribute significantly to employment, cultural diplomacy, and economic growth. In this context, artistic education must do more than transmit technical skills. It must cultivate creative thinking, ethical awareness, entrepreneurship, and an appreciation of cultural capital as developmental resource. Graduates, your education has prepared you to operate in this dynamic society. Whether you pursue creative practice, enterprise, public service, or further study, you carry with you the responsibility to apply your knowledge in various ways that advance society. Now, appreciation to our stakeholders. On behalf of the Governing Council, I wish to express our appreciation to management and faculty for the dedication and professionalism. Your commitment ensures that GIMPA continues to uphold high standards despite evolving challenges in the higher education landscape. We also acknowledge the support of parents, guardians, partners, and stakeholders whose confidence in this institution enables us to fulfill our mandate. Your continued engagement remains invaluable. Congregations also provide a rector with the opportunity to report on some of the Institute's major developments over the years, and we'll hear from the rector. And now, by the powers vested in me by the GIMPA Act, I, Professor Yao Ajimambedu, Chairman of the Governing Council, do hereby declare this assembly duly constituted for the purpose of conferring doctoral, master's, and bachelor's degree awards, bachelor's degree and award of prizes to deserving students. Thank you and welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. May I invite the Rector of GIMPA, Professor Samuel Kwekubunsu, to give his address. Rector, sir.
Chairman of Council, Council members, our distinguished guests, Uncle Ebo White, faculty, staff, our wonderful graduating students, media, and invited guests, welcome. Welcome to GIMPA Green Hill, where beauty is second nature, second only to heaven. I'm sure you know this already. I'm not the one to be telling you this. And welcome to the first sitting of the final session of the 25th Congregation of the Ghana Institute of Management and Public Administration. As the chairman mentioned, in July 2025, we successfully held the first part of the 25th Congregation, where we graduated about 1,074 students. The ceremony today is a continuation of that event, this being the final session of the 25th Congregation. Over the course of the 3 sittings that began this morning, GIMPA will be conferring degrees on 1,170 graduating students. To our graduates, this moment crowns years of discipline, sacrifice, resilience, determination. On behalf of council, management, faculty, and staff, I congratulate you most warmly, and I hope you can feel that we are proud of you for achieving the success that has brought us to this point. Now, as we celebrate and acknowledge your success, we cannot overlook the fact that there were many along the way who carried you with them. You could not have come to the end of this journey, as it were, without the support of others. So I'm going to ask you to do one thing that I usually ask graduating students to do. I'm going to ask you to blow a kiss or say a muted thank you to all those people who contributed to your success. And it's not just people, things too, like ChatGPT. That has been quite useful along the way. But there are people too. There are parents, there are guardians, there are lecturers, there are administrators, there are mentors, and many that we cannot mention publicly. The side chicks, the sugar mummies, the zaddies. I know, we're thanking them all because we won't say them publicly, but we know they are there. So on behalf of GIMPA, congratulations to you and congratulations to all these other support mechanisms that you've had to employ to get to this stage. Mr. Chairman, our distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the year 2025 has been a remarkably impactful year for GIMPA, guided by our institutional theme, Visible Excellence, which was to guide us to let the world know the good things that we have here at our great institute. This theme has not only been inspirational, but it has been demonstrably evident in our achievements and milestones. I'm only going to mention a couple of them. There are hundreds if I had to list them. I'm just highlight a few. We have deepened our collaboration with the government of Ghana through various training programs by way of Public Service Commission and Office of the Head of Civil Service. We've also engaged several other public sector institutions and agencies, reinforcing GIMPA's mandate in capacity building for national development. We have done quite well on that front. We have assumed various levels of leadership across the continent, demonstrated in our leadership in the successful organization of the Africa Economic Governance School as a three-way partnership between the Kenya School of Government, National School of Government South Africa, and of course ourselves, suggesting a significant strengthening of our regional collaboration, partly in support of the AU Agenda 2063, the Africa we want. I think of it as the Africa we deserve. GIMPA at Africa is a strategic initiative that we launched about 4 years ago. That initiative is supposed to help us leverage our global reputation and entrench our place as a leading university on the continent. This has taken us to the Gambia, to Lesotho, Liberia. We are currently looking at engaging the Democratic Republic of the Congo and Burundi. The idea is that GIMPA has been a success story. We have the capacity then to help other institutions on the continent transform themselves and become as good as we are. Sometimes your children are expected to do better than you are. So if we can support them to become even better than us, even better. And we look forward to these engagements ongoing to support our continent as a whole. The GIMPA Law School signed a memorandum of understanding on access to justice with the Presidency of the Dominican Republic. The award of scholarships to the GIMPA Law School alumni who are now studying at Fordham University in the United States, one of the top law schools in the country, is also a testament to the quality and the global competitiveness of our students. These were competitive scholarships. And the students, our students that were presented, several of them were successful and have been awarded the scholarships to go and study there. We organized recently the International Symposium on West African Studies, a partnership with the University of Electronic Science and Technology of China. We have made a proposed partnership with the government of China to set up an African regional hub for digital governance excellence, leveraging China's technological expertise and GIMPA's leadership in public policy and governance capacity building. Hopefully, this is going to materialize as part of the China-Africa Summit that is to happen in 2026. We have become a mentor to several of the development institutes across the continent. The most dominant one, or the most recent one that I can talk about, is the one with the Management Development Institute, or former Management Development Institute of the Gambia. Our job here is to work with them towards their transformation into a university, once again reaffirming GIMPA's role as a regional center of excellence. Visible excellence, our theme. By the way, we've installed a large digital billboard on our side of the GIMPA University of Ghana bypass road. So people are watching you as we are sitting here. We are displaying this on that board. So you might want to go and look at yourself after this event. Well, you won't see yourself there after this event. But others are watching you. So if you have friends who are not able to come this far, they might at least be able to come to that corner and watch you from there. Some of you would already have seen yourselves, and that's okay. But tell others. I can go on and 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 on about the excellence that we've been trying to show in this past year. But today is not about us. Today is about you. And the emphasis is going to be on you. But before I do that, I want to think about your life as a student. Mr. Chairman, the engine of any university clearly is the student body. In our strategic pursuit of quality, we made intentional efforts to reduce our student numbers to a level where we could provide improved services to our students, make the experience memorable in a very positive way for our students. We have managed over the last 4 years to bring down our student numbers by more than a half. So we are now holding our student numbers around 6,000. And it is in favor of graduate education. We have shifted, reducing our numbers for purposes of quality and ensuring that we are providing graduate education. This is indeed a significant shift from the past, when we defined our growth on the basis of how many students we had. Our growth is now dependent on the impact of our students rather than the number of students. So we are not about numbers. We are about the quality of our output. And that, I believe, is the essence of a quality education. And GIMPA deserves its reputation on the basis of the quality that we produce. Part of the result of this focus, our ability to produce what we are imagining for our students and for the institute as a whole, include the quiet that surrounded the ceremony. There were no acrimonies about anything. There were no fights. There were no arguments. There were no attacking our staff because students were displeased. And I'd like to say thank you to the Deputy Rector, to Academic Affairs, and the teams that they've worked with. Thanks to them, you are going to be receiving your final transcripts and certificates before you go home today. That is what I describe as visible excellence. You wanted to get your certificates on schedule, and we are giving them to you as you wish. Thank you for your cooperation. Mr. Chairman, the year 2026 will be particularly significant in our institutional journey. GIMPA will be 65 years old. We would have retired 5 years ago if we were a person. Fortunately, we are going to be around for a long time. We have to get used to that idea. But celebration of this important milestone will be designed to honor our heritage, project our vision for the future as a modern, globally connected institute. We cannot do it alone. We need others to help us. We need to help others. We live in a global community where interconnections make a difference. And that is part of the connection we would hope you would have built with your presence here. One of the best things you could do for yourself as a student at GIMPA is to expand your networks, meet your classmates, engage them. You'll never know. The person next to you could be the next president of the country, could be the next UN Secretary General, could be the next rector. So it's better to get to know them, understand them, engage them as and when necessary. So in these these celebrations that we are going to be organizing in the next few months, we'll be inviting you. And we hope that you'll oblige when you receive our invitations. Mr. Chairman, the future is exciting for GIMPA. you would have noticed that the theme for this year's graduation relates to the value of arts and culture to national development. The Creative Arts Center faces significant challenges, including a severe shortage of professionally trained managers. This constrains the sector's profitability, scalability, and long-term viability. In very simple terms, as a nation, we have overlooked and neglected the creative arts. But it is a major avenue for national development. Financially, health-wise. Mr. Chairman, the government has outlined a strategy for engaging the creative arts. In alignment with President Mahama's plan to transform the creative arts into a major avenue for employment and national development, GIMPA has embarked on a bold initiative aimed at harnessing the economic and cultural potential of Ghana's creative industry. To start, the GIMPA Business School will launch a Master of Creative Arts Enterprise program early next year. Perhaps more importantly to note, and I'm very happy to announce this, at its meeting yesterday, the Governing Council approved the establishment of a new school, the GIMPA School of Creative Arts Leadership and Enterprise. This school will be launched officially in June and operate fully by September 2026. We want to be the leaders in creative arts education, talent management, heritage preservation. These are things that we seem to take for granted, but that is what defines us. Our identity is the basis for growth as a nation. With our mandate as the institute to preserve and support national development, we cannot let this go unnoticed. And that is why we've taken this initiative, and we are going to lead the way for others to follow. Mr. Chairman, as we move into a new year, GIMPA's strategic goal will be driven by the theme, sustainable resilience, positioning GIMPA to sustainable growth. We have come a very long way in the last 4 or 5 years. We have been resilient. We have fought the good fight, as the good book would say. Our rewards are ready, but we also have to preserve the harvest for the future. We'll be 65 next year. Where are we going to be 65 years down the road? I'd like to come back in 65 years. Yes, I'm a very small boy. Don't worry about that. I'll be back in 65 years to see where GIMPA is. And I hope that I see a GIMPA that is far, far, far better than we have it today. And that it is a leader in every aspect of its job, the job that GIMPA does. The theme, sustainable resilience, reflects a deliberate effort to embed our recent successes into robust institutional systems, policies, and practices that seek consolidation, system strengthening, and long-term sustainability. Guided by this theme, we hope to make GIMPA the best that it can be. And you, the graduating student, are very proud alumni. We will make you proud, and we hope that you also go out into the world and make GIMPA proud. To our graduating students, finally, as you may be aware, in 2022, we launched an endowment, a GIMPA endowment. I'll take a moment, Mr. Chairman, if you allow me to just speak about an endowment and what it is. An endowment constitutes funds that we put aside to support various activities and students here at GIMPA. The money is not to be spent. The money is to be invested, and the proceeds from that investment is what can be spent. By law, once you set up an endowment, you cannot touch the principal sum. You can only touch the interest that accrue on that sum. This fund that we set aside seeks to ensure the institute's financial stability well into the future, the 65 years that I'm talking about, well into perpetuity, and especially to offer financial support to those who could not otherwise come to Gempa. It is very important that we who have benefited from the value that Gempa presents to our nation will be willing and able to support the institute in ensuring that money does not become the prohibitor for those who could also make contributions to the nation. I'd like to invite you, all of you, to think about this. Make contributions to the endowment when we call on you. It could be 1 cedi. It could be 2 cedis. It could be 1,000,000 cedis. It doesn't matter. As long as it comes from your heart, it will make a difference. Think on this thing, as the good book would say. Also, and I know some of us are well placed in society. We know a few people who may have some 2, 3 million, 5 million sitting somewhere that they don't know what to do with. Please, tell them, tell your friends that Gempa has very, very, very well laid out plans on how we could use that money. Direct them to us. We'll be very happy to engage them. And you can come with them, so we'll thank you for bringing them to us. Think on this thing. By your presence here, Gempa has gained a lot from you, just by being here. We hope that we have also been able to give you something that you can take with you to guide your future. As you step into the next chapter of your lives, I urge you to carry forward the values that we have tried to instill in you. Integrity, key to success in life. Integrity, discipline, service, excellence. You are ambassadors of this great institute. Be proud ambassadors. Be proud of your Gempa. Let everybody know that you are a product of Gempa. On behalf of the Governing Council of Management, faculty, staff, I congratulate you once again. I pray for God's continued blessing on you as you move on to bigger and better things. And I'm sure you're going to be doing far bigger and better things than you've already done. Be the greatest ambassador that Gempa could ever have. You are leaving us, but you are not gone. You know you can come back to us if there is anything we can do to support your continuing success. Our doors are open to you even after you leave. Continue to be a good ambassador for Gempa and for Ghana. Once again, congratulations. And always remember, my Gempa, your Gempa, our Gempa. God bless you all. God bless us all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rector, for your address to congregation. May I invite Evergreen Gempa Choir to give us an interlude.
Mebo, 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 didinda. Mebo, 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 didinda. Jesus, Jesus. Mebo, didinda. Nishenya medu, oma bravo ima. Moja dishino. Oh, moja dishino. Mebo, 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 didinda. Mebo, 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 didinda. Mebo, 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 didinda. Jesus, Jesus. Mebo, didinda. Bishenya medu, woma bravo ima. Moja dishino. Oh, moja dishino. Mitsumi soria, mitsumi nantia, mitsumi kasa. Moja nuna wayo. Bishenya medu, woma bravo ima. Moja dishino. Oh, moja dishino. Mitsumi soria, mitsumi nantia, mitsumi kaso. Moja nuna wayo. Bishenya medu, woma bravo ima. Moja dishino. Oh, moja dishino. Yahudi mya betuni, waye yiri sada, atikwe. Yahudi mya betuni, denkwana minye mawu, waye yiri sada, atikwe. Yahudi mya betuni, waye yiri sada, atikwe. Yahudi mya betuni, denkwana minye mawu, waye yiri sada, atikwe. Edombe na mito, asambe na mito, asembe na mito, adombe. Yahudi mya betuni, denkwana minye mawu, waye yiri sada, adombe. Edombe na mito, asambe na mito, asembe na mito, adombe. Yahudi mya betuni, denkwana minye mawu, waye yiri sada, adombe. Metiasi, eye wadu kwara o, eraje ya wanya mamiso. Nigame redi wasidako, matojo na mabohu samrani. Metiasi, eye wadu kwara o, eraje ya wanya mamiso. Metojo na mabohu samrani. Yamiwo yara eye woto, eye wado tina mida sotiosi. Enyame midi wasilako. Metojo na mabohu samrani.
Thank you very much, Evergreen Choir. May I ask that those who are still standing, please sit so we can continue with the program. Thank you very much. Mr. Chairman, we will now hear from our guest speaker. Now, to introduce him, because he's a household name in the creative industry, I am not qualified to introduce him properly. And so I'd like to invite Mr. Osir Kranche to give us a separate performance in introducing our guest speaker. Thank you very much.
Zambonis. Professor Bonsu Wakasa Ablabobia nyina so ejina creative artist creativity emo man koswa enipa bebre yadwene se memfa enwom ene asa wunima dia na wosua antesa Seprawa Ashas 1600. Our hala music that we're enjoying today started with this instrument. And you're touching here. 1964, Minana Yasunda Yenyaye. 2003, Muno de Shamansa. Medifia Kuraba Krumha. And I'm a frostro. Creativity. I'm Harvard, Princeton, Washington State, DC, Maryland. Mamananso, Arizona, Chicago, Ohio. Namitisim, Europe. We are saying, well, baby, are you in Korea? Creativity. Bonsam manner. Anti-profa kasa. Ebeboa. Me kwaye anwen sembi ne pam mu fira asore ho no mo. Sama kwa kanse dinsina bu. Owio eda mansan ko mu amza asofo na anye wonde. Ana me san ko bi the next I need say invite me na me buy na me so. Ebra asore film wa kono ho no. Ye kobo David amane na David ibare no okuta sankuyo na momo oba na ode sankuyo besun ye say Israel ye dun sinabu ye need aso ayira osofo no pam no jawa no abon nsem. That is creativity. Mewie be manu anyafo binti na mo wa ha o me say creative. For intini asumame na ansa na meto aso no medin kan dia ye ane na asiama nyame ansa odi mafo o ayeyi anka udin wonyamo wani a obo osoro ni asase Watching Amponi within I want to be Asadania, ye young count. The better was Namadia Fishia Palman, some Munina Ebenezer, dear young Gopon, dear bedreni, Mamma Fishia Pow. Another Yadakasia, if you are somewhere, Juma, dinner pie, Adisia, Kunimosa, Adisia, Adia ya de adwene ye. Anya hoden so na ade apagya. Nti wuti ani amoa forget it. Nti minu ya no ma ne mema mo hia mu. Mema mo nyina tire nkwa. Na mo ma enkwa ya mu kwai. Anya nkwa ye hunu bi. O manu ye yo. Fize enchiriman so twemo. Nti wo kwai ye bibi. Na abama enchiriman so anya ni da so. Adi munim da. Enti mena nsabra. Misasa Nyankopɔn kamo. Mano muntio mu fiba mu. Medi wia no. Na me bo awofo ane ahwefo abaso. Suku hwe edin yo. Damo. Nti mawie na mum ya dia asemi shama no. Memma nya fo binti na me wa. Asabe me ya me kendie. He doesn't need an introduction. Yam sa obi anim no. Uncle Ebo White any a friend. But in the world radio so. My baby was a TV mu. Encourage some of family kwa. And we will be so. And some were babu and or creature. A good woman saw me in your beacon. What one me? Oh, mammy, I want to high. Minim say wo maye beboa man chimanya bibi na me di kan so ambo abaso Ghana do was mo woni adwuma pa wanu asamwo amade ni bi na so nya ba bi asie o ebo wanu asama mani pa bi abusua pono abe da no phone Amena, mena sabra. Tiampeni voya to safra o se. Woni da acheni da so meche. Aminum sa wo maye. Ababua wo man kankro. Emo akwaba. Ani adagea. Wokumsono. Ama mansan nyina yubi. Me ya Woman, yeah. And ye young quanis go. And somewhere be free will be announced. So, Tiana Supermoa as a Sambra bo, Mobile Celebratory Cassana more trading a motie, a Yanipano assam, and as a small blab on son and uncle a bone so tear. And Tia Pa, Minan Sabra, if you say. Ya de brana ye bibi timpani fo ya ton safra me se me fra me ba me mra no me ma fa se pre wanyi wotata me mra me fra sanya kuntu frensio wo anyre de waye o me ni de wapema kodre sa granje sa me to akeka adaje be boye moni adwuma pa Nchima bebo di ando asem. Nti mawie. Na me to nsafra. Yakasa manfo no. Owo anu ye ni mu ani e pa ni trambo ana wo ban tudro. Wote sepro ya ma musu o. O musu anya do. Sawo mo fansa mbo nhia no mame o. Marie, now they are making say, how life from you? Casa, ebo casa. What chance am I about? Ablanosu, Ablanuadru, Bamane, Blanuadru, Adeshamai, I ask Tiao, one more yetian and Flamom, so I ask Tiao, Amana Casa, 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 Casa. On creativity, you hug that, and then the first time.
Chairman of the Council, the Rector, members of the Governing Council, faculty staff, class of 2025, ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to be here, really honored to be here, and I'm grateful for the invitation. But you invited a storyteller. So don't expect academic presentation. I don't have any. So I'm going to tell you stories. That is what I'm going to do. I've been given 15 minutes to do so. Under normal circumstances, 15 minutes is how long it takes me to introduce a subject. But I love this occasion. We'll keep to time. Before I go on, Mr. Rector, I am excited and fascinated about the program you are beginning in creative arts. So, as the leading playwright in Ghana today, you don't have to agree with me. Come and watch my play. There'll be no argument. As a leading playwright in Ghana, as the one who employs the most people in the creative sector in Ghana, in the private sector, I am prepared to contribute to the setting up of that program and of the endowment fund. Now, before GRA comes after me, because whenever they hear somebody make a situation, an offer like this, they run after you. Before GRA comes, let me say this. I am going to make the contribution in bringing a production that will be dedicated to raising funds for that project. That will be my contribution, because I have wondered why we haven't taken the creative sector seriously in Ghana. So, congratulations, Mr. Chairman, congratulations, Rector, congratulations, Council, for this vision. We in Roverman will do everything to make it happen. In all possibility, you may discover that half of your students may come from us. But we would make, the production would bring you quite some money to run the thing. Well, I said I'm a storyteller, so let me go on to my story. Oh, that offer is not part of the 15 minutes. 15 minutes, 15 minutes and then shares here. The story is told of a young man who traveled abroad on government scholarship in the days when the only thing that was reliable about Ghana government scholarship was that the money never came on time. And so he wakes up one day and totally broke. The money hasn't come from Ghana. And he decides that instead of staying in his apartment and count the ceiling, he would rather step out and go for a walk to take his mind off the fact that he was hungry, he had no money on him. And as he walked the streets of New York, he came upon this restaurant. And the restaurant said this. There was a sign at the door
Free meals are served here. Your grandchildren will come and pay. And he stood there, read the sign again. When he was leaving Ghana, he didn't even have a girlfriend. He began to ask himself, what are the odds, what are the chances that I am going to get married, going to have children, those children are going to have children, and one of my grandchildren will come here? What are the odds that this restaurant will still be there by then? At any rate, if my grandchild comes here, how would they know here is my grandchild? So he decides the odds are good. So he enters, but he's a Ghanaian. And being a Ghanaian, we say we make assurances doubly sure. And that is why some Ghanaians wear belt and braces at the same time. If one gives way, the other would hold. So he goes to the table, he goes to the reception and says, excuse me, I saw a sign, and even before he could finish, the receptionist says, yes, the sign means exactly what it says. Your meal is free, your grandchildren will come and pay. And so he sits down, he's served. And you know, there is an appetite that comes to you when you're eating food you know you wouldn't have to pay for. That is very different from your normal appetite. And he finishes eating, leans back in the chair. If he was in Ghana, he would have asked for a piece of broom. If you are listening to me and you don't know what we do with a piece of broom after we have eaten, you are a dadaba. Because every Ejaba here knows exactly what I've just said. And then he finds the same receptionist walking towards him with a folder on a tray, and he knew what that was. And all his fears came back, and he said, wait a minute. The sign at the door said, my meal is free, my grandchildren will come and pay. I asked you, and you said my meal is free, my grandchildren will come and pay. So what is this? And the waiter said, relax, my friend. This is the bill your grandfather left you when he was here. Mr. Chairman, I have been fascinated by this story for a long, long time. Because in it, it's a phenomenon. The phenomenon of people not caring one bit about what they leave for their grandchildren. And it is peculiarly in Ghana and our generation. Our forebears were not like that. Unfortunately, we've come to the point where as long as the Ghanaian can get away with something in his lifetime, he doesn't care what happens to those who come after him. The Galamsey that is destroying our land. You think the people involved in Galamsey, they don't know it will destroy our water bodies? They've heard the research that in a few years, Ghana may have to import water to drink because there will be no clean water in Ghana. They know about it, but they also know by that time, so they will do it. They are leaving debts for their children, their grandchildren to come and pay. As products of GIMPA, on behalf of Ghana, I'm pleading with you. Please, when you step out there, when you go out there into the world, please don't leave any debts for your grandchildren to come and pay. How do we leave debts for our grandchildren to come and pay? I'll just give you 3 examples. 1, not caring about the consequences of your action. Not caring about it. Not caring who is hurt when they come after you. It's the reason why in some secondary schools, when the students write their final exams, you know what they do? They thrash the furniture, their classroom, and their dormitories. Why? me wie me chi asem. No, edawenim. Ghanaians need to learn a few things. That the hole you dig for somebody else you would likely be the one who falls into it. The second way in which we live debts, we take out more than we put in. I am always fascinated when somebody is employed as a manager and the first thing he's concerned about is his office and the furniture in his office. He hasn't contributed one thing to the company. He wants the official car. He wants the official house. He wants the office. He wants it grammed for him. But he hasn't done a thing. I know of an organization that employed somebody to raise funds for them. The fundraiser. After 3 years, they discovered that the amount of money he had raised for the organization could not pay even his 1 month's salary. You are putting in more. You are taking out more than you put in. Please, you're going out there. If you think your certificate just permits you to rape Ghana or to join those who are raping Ghana, then I'm sorry for you. Because you see, when that goat thought that it was messing up the wall of his owner, what he didn't know was that it was messing his skin up. 3, I'm talking about how we leave debts for our grandchildren to come and pay. Not representing your heritage right. Not representing that which you belong to, the bigger thing you belong to, right. We are all more than ourselves, so we are all more than ourselves. When a girl says that men are pigs and they are not reliable, has she dated every man? She dated how many men? Some loser. Na ememe nyina aboka. When a boy says that all a woman wants is to chop your money and go away, how many women would he have dated? 1. You know, until you get it into your head that you represent more than yourself, that whatever you do will affect more than yourself. And until we get to the point where we are mindful of that, our lives will never be significant. You know, these days there's traffic everywhere. But when I came to Accra first, the place you could count on traffic, no matter the time of day, was Accra Newtown Road. In those days, there wasn't much beyond Accra Newtown anyway. And then, you know what caused the traffic? A driver stops for one person to cross the street. Doesn't take much time. One person crosses the street. Then he moves. Another driver also stops to let somebody, and before you realize, traffic has backed up and everybody is slowed down. The significance of little actions. We represent more than ourselves. I'm a Ghanaian. Wherever I go and mess up, you know how the news will be couched? It will not be a Bo White, a playwright, no. It will be a Ghanaian. If it is in the West, it will even be bigger. An African did this. And every African is tainted just by my action. Please represent your school well. But please represent your family well. Please represent your ethnic group well. And please represent Ghana well. And represent your race well. represent your race well. Those are the ways in which we leave debts. How can we ensure we don't leave any debts for for our grandchildren to come and pay? Number one, please don't stop adding value to yourself. I'm glad that you've added so much value to yourself. Let this not be the end. Two, please stay in shape physically. Physically. How many of you will survive a run from here to the gate and back without we calling the ambulance? Stay in shape. We are dying too young, aren't we? Minus you, please. Don't be the kind of person who in your 50s, in your 60s, your children have to put their lives on hold just to come and nurse you. Stay in shape. Stay in shape. I am 71 years old. I know I can beat half of you in a race to the gate and back. Number three, treat people right and treat people well. Always. You never know. You never know. Ghanaians, we like to look at you and decide whether you deserve respect. No. Once he's a human being, he deserves the best treatment you can give him. He deserves your respect. He deserves your politeness. Treat people right. Treat people right. You never know. You never know. I used to sell cars. One day I entered the showroom, and here was a man in a faded African print top, in a black trouser that has seen better days, and with sandals that obviously may have been around for World War II, I'm not too sure. And an old newspaper folded under his arm. I looked, and he was walking in our showroom, going from car to car. I looked at the place where my staff normally sat, and my staff were there, totally ignoring the man. Why? We were selling German-made cars. We were the agents for VW, Audi, and Skoda. And they had judged the man as not worthy for our showroom. And so they've decided, another person, another stray person, leave him. The man is, so I walked to the man. And in the corner of my eye, as I engaged the man, I could see my staff laughing. What's this man doing? But I had learned every human being deserves respect. I had taught this staff that whenever somebody enters our showroom, he is our guest. It doesn't matter whether he's coming to buy anything or not. He has entered our roof. He is our guest. Let's accord him. Let's make our interaction with him memorable. So hello, sir. My name is so and so. May I be of any assistance to you? So I just want to look around. I just want to look at your cars. I said, come, let me take you around. Open every door of every car and say, sit behind the steering wheel. I want you to feel it. I want you to feel how the car is like. So we went around. The staff still laughing. Then, after he's experienced all the cars, he said, is there a place where we can sit and talk? I said, come with me. Let's go to my office. So I take him to the office. He opens the newspaper that has been under his armpit. Inside the newspaper was a checkbook for a foreign bank. Then he says, I want to buy one Audi A6. Audi A6 at that time was one of the most expensive cars in Ghana. I want to buy one Audi A6. And I want to, that's for myself. And I want to buy Vento. How many of you remember Vento? That should tell you how long ago I was. I want to buy one Vento, brand new Vento for my wife. Can you work it out and let me know how much it will cost? So I called the staff, please give me a proof of my invoice for this. They quickly prepared, I bring it. Then he says, oh, by the way, I don't have CDs. I hope you wouldn't mind euros. At that time, we needed foreign exchange badly. I said, no, wouldn't mind. Then he signs a check for the full amount. Then he said, by the way, I am traveling with my wife. We'll be gone for a while. We don't need a car immediately. We'll be gone for a while. When we are coming back, I'll let you know that we're coming back. So, but here's the payment. Just make sure when we come back. He said, I'll be back in about 6 months. My wife may stay longer. I hope the car will be available when I come back. So I called the staff and said, go and pay the check to the accounts department. They look at the check, look at the man, and they couldn't move. It was the best sales we had done for 3 months. From that man, they have ignored. Every human being deserves your respect. Every human being. One of the things I've never understood, why many people, in many homes, the maid servant is unrespected. The maid servant raises our children for us. Isn't that the case? We leave the children in the care of the maid servant. And if you make the children not respect the maid servant, you don't respect your children either, because he will not look after the children with an open heart. He will do so with bitterness. Your children will pay the price for your disrespect for the maid servant. Treat everybody right. 4, pursue excellence. I like the goal and the theme of GIMPA. Visible excellence. Pursue excellence. Why? Because excellence is its own reward. Excellence is its own reward. Next, please choose your life partner carefully if you haven't done so already. In Ghana, we force every lady to get married, minus you. Please, don't let anybody put pressure on you to get married. I've taught all my daughters that if anyone is foolish enough to say, yena worry, tell them, show me a store in which I can buy a husband, and I'll go and buy one. We know a lot of marriages, there's no peace inside, there's no happiness inside, but we want everybody to go and be miserable. Ladies, if you're not married here and you're listening to me, listen to me. There's no woman in a happy marriage who will force you to get married. The ones who force you to get married, they are in miserable marriage and they don't understand why you are at peace. If I'm complaining about my husband, you too you are complaining about your husband. So now look at the way you've dressed nicely. Let a man stress you out and let's see whether you have time to go to the salon. Deliberately decide to marry. Don't marry because society is forcing you to marry. I'm a marriage counselor. I'm a man who has been married for 42 years. And I'm here to tell you, please take your time. Don't let anybody force you. Because what you then do is that you go in there, have children, the marriage doesn't work. Now the children are children of broken homes. You are leaving a debt for your grandchildren to come and pay. Take your time. Take your time. And then finally, please make sure you earn whatever you receive. What you haven't earned, please don't take. It will be a curse to you. It will be a curse to you. It will be a curse to you. I've told you only one story. Let me tell you a second story. Oh, I warned you before. I said I'm a storyteller. But, again, full disclosure, this is This is a fictional story. Just listen and enjoy. The presidents of Ghana, of US, and the Prime Minister of Great Britain die, and they all go to hell. The three head of states, the President of Ghana, the President of the United States of America, and the Prime Minister of Great Britain die, they all go to hell. One day, the American president tells the demon in charge, I would like to call home. I'd like to call home and find out how things are going and how the war against terror is going. And the demon says, sure. He stays on the line for 1 minute. 1 minute. And then after that, asks the demon in charge, what's my bill? And the demon in charge says, $1 million. He said, what? $1 million? I spent only 1 minute on the call. Why is it that expensive? And then the demon in charge said, oh, relax. You know, a call from hell to the US is a very, very long distance call. Very long distance call. Okay. He pays the 1 million. The Prime Minister of Great Britain also gets up and said, I'd like to also call home. So he also makes his call. He spends 2 minutes. Finishes. How much is my bill? $2 million. But he had heard the explanation about the American price, so okay. Long distance call. He pays. Now, you know, Ghanaians love to copy. 2 head of states have called home. Me too, I'll call home some. So the president of Ghana also gets up and tells the demon in charge, I also like to call home. And they, oh, sure, go ahead. And he makes the call. You know, Ghana, when we make a call, we are very different people when we make a call. Ghanaians are the ones who can call you and quarrel with you for all the times they've been trying to reach you and they haven't reached you. You know, now he's caught you, but he must let you know how many times he's tried to reach you and he couldn't reach you. And you must explain why. Why is it so difficult to get you? Meanwhile, you're on the line. And then after that comes finding out about everybody. So how are you doing? And how is so and so? 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 And then the conversation. Oh, guess who I met? Oh, I was at the graduation at Gimpa. Guess who so and so? And then goes on. The Ghanaian who has made that call can engage you for 10 minutes and hang up and call you again and say, oh, I forgot what I called you about. Now I have to let you know why I called you in the first place. So, the Ghanaian president, being a Ghanaian, is on the line for 10 minutes. And by this time, the president of the US and the Prime Minister of Britain are dying with laughter. Hey, this guy is dead. This guy is dead. 10 minutes. 1 minute. $1 million. You, 2 minutes. $2 million. 10 minutes, he is dead. The Ghanaian president hangs up and walks calmly to the demon in charge, because you see, Ghanaians are the kind of people who could be in trouble and they don't know they are in trouble. I think the song Be Happy, Don't Worry was written for us. Goes to the demon in charge, what's my bill? And the demon in charge says, 25 cents. And the president of America gets up and said, what? I was on the line for 1 minute. You made me pay 1 million. He was on the line for 2 minutes. He paid 2 million. He's been on the line for 10 minutes and said, what? 25 cents. And the demon in charge says, relax, my friend. Why? Didn't you know that a call from hell to Ghana is a local call? Mr. Chairman, Rector, ladies and gentlemen, if Ghana, a call from hell to Ghana is a local call, it is not because of Ghana, it's not because of geography. We make it so. Let's stop making Ghana hell, a local call. Let's stop. We've created a system where everybody is picking everybody's pocket. Everybody is picking everybody's pocket. So much so that Ghana is the only country I know where children in creche do extra classes. Extra classes for children in creche. Do you understand what creche is? The child is going to sleep, eat. You are going to pick your child, and the proprietor comes to the car. Oh, papa or auntie. And from next week in Korano, extra classes at Mamo. Extra classes at creche. Why? Because we must find a way of picking your pocket some more. Because, does it make sense to you? The Ghanaian is paid 1 month in arrears. 1 month in arrears. We live in houses, we rent for 3 years in advance. Where does this logic work? I earn 1 month in arrears. I am living in a house that I am required to raise 3 years rent in advance. No. I don't believe Ghana is more or less an annex of hell. No, I don't. But we make it so. Let's stop. Class of 2025, we are looking up to you. We are excited for you because hopefully you'll come and do better than some of us. You'll come with better attitude than some of us. Because my generation, I think we failed Ghana. But you, please don't fail Ghana. Please don't fail Ghana. Ghana is counting on you. Let's make a call from hell to Ghana the most expensive call you can ever make, because the distance between hell and Ghana is a very, very long distance. Let's make it so. And now, may God bless you, class of 2025. May your achievement today, the certificate you've earned today, open new doors for you. And may you give you a great opportunity to make an impact you could not even have imagined you would have a chance to do. May God bless your health and give you clear vision and the courage to pursue that vision. If you are married, may God protect your home. Safeguard your home. May no side chicks worry your husband. And if you have children, may your children make you proud. The ladies who are here and who are not married, may God save you from foolish men. Especially foolish men who also don't have money. You see, if the man is foolish and he has money, you bet this can be the out to trade. So, but foolish and no money, oh my God. Empire. The gentlemen who are not married, may God save you from silly girls who will chop your money and leave you. Especially silly girls who are also not beautiful. Because gentlemen, let's admit it. Oban honyefe obrofua bia. Congratulations, class of 2025. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Uncle Ebu White. You never get it wrong. So, Mr. Chairman, permit me to introduce some dignitaries in our midst. We are all special, but it's proper that we acknowledge those amongst us whom we have invited to be here. So I'd like to introduce the members of council, the GIMPA Governing Council. The chairman of council, you already know, Professor Mambedu, who constituted this assembly. The rector, Professor Samuel Kwekubunso, has given his address, so we know him. I'd like to introduce Professor Victor Ajuman, Chairman, Public Services Commission. Prof, you're welcome. Dr. Amina Jango Al-Hassan, Government Appointee. Madam, you're welcome. Engineer Felix, Professor Felix Kofi Abagale, Government Appointee. Sir, you're welcome. Professor Gamel Redu, Convocation Representative. You're welcome, sir. Mr. Osei Tutu Ajemai, GIMPA Alumni Association Representative. You're welcome, sir. The Deputy Rector of GIMPA, Professor Ebenezer Adaku. Thank you, sir. We have in our midst Madame Evelyn Korang, Council of State Member, Eastern Region. Madam, you're welcome. I recognize deans and directors, heads of departments here present, convocation, staff who are here, and all special guests. Welcome and thank you for making time to grace today's occasion. We move to the moment we've all been waiting for, and that is conferment of degrees. Presentation of graduates for the conferment of various master's and bachelor's degree of the School of Public Service and Governance. Mr. Chairman, members of the Governing Council of GIMPA, our guest of honor, rector, members of convocation, staff, alumni, distinguished invited guests, the media, ladies and gentlemen, the persons who will be presented have fulfilled the requirements of the statutes and regulations of the Institute and have been found worthy both in character and in learning to be admitted to the degree programs of the School of Public Service and Governance. I therefore call upon Dr. Yao Apiamafo, the Acting Dean of the School of Public Service, to present the graduates of the School of Public Service and Governance for admission to master's and bachelor's degree. Chairman, sir.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. Thank you. Will the graduating students of the School of Public Services and Governance please stand and remain standing? Chairman, I, Dr. Samuel Yawapia Mafo, the Acting Dean of the school. You are repeating after me? They are not. Okay. We begin again. Chairman, I, Dr. Samuel Yawapia Mafo, the Acting Dean of the School of Public Services and Governance, by the authority of the GIMPA Ghana Institute of Management and Public Administration, present to you the persons standing and those absent for sufficient cause and for whom I stand proxy, who have been found worthy both in character and in learning to be admitted to the degree of Masters of Public Administration, Masters of Public Health, Masters in International Relations and Diplomacy, Master of Science in Occupational Safety, Health and Environmental Management, Master of Governance and Leadership, Master of Arts in Monitoring and Evaluation, and Master of Philosophy in Public Health.
Acting Dean of the School of Public Service and Governance, by the powers conferred on me by the Enabling Act of Ghana Institute of Management and Public Administration, I admit all those presented to the degrees due them. Aiko.
The Assistant Registrar and School Officer, Mrs. Henrietta Angma, will call the list. And it will be done program by program, so we don't keep you standing for too long. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam. Executive Masters of Governance and Leadership, the rest will sit. If you hear the program, then you stand. So, Executive Master of Governance and Leadership and Master of Governance and Leadership, please stand. Christian Obriedu Dako. Bridget Mary Naughty. Miriam Esi Agbesi. Master of Governance and Leadership Distinction, Diedon Kofi Davo. Merits, Aisha Asi Akrofi. Anastasia Sweetie Johnson. Augustina Buedu Kujo. Charles Menta. Dominic Ofosu. Elisha Ochri. Enoch Lai. Hannah Ofosua Asari. Jonathan Nebile. Joseph Kwajo Eje Buedu. Joycelyn Ama Otin Edu. Ken Kweku Anku. Kesiwa Owusu Chunibwa Bewa. Louis Ohini Ofe. Father Abukari. Nora Jama Olenu. Susan Esinam Kotobrija. Onyina Asenso. Master of Arts in Monitoring and Evaluation, please stand. Distinction, Philomena Aqua. Merit, Annabelle Gao. Awo Kokwi Fiaju. Bismarck Jampim Abrakwa. Charles Anderson. Christina Equia Dankwa. David Kwablan Dovier. Deborah Alote. Derek Entry Amponsa, Hannah Sewa Efrifa, Isaac Kwesi Ahiabu, Joshua Nanayao Apia, Kelvin Amenume, Majid Alhassan Adams, Pakwesi Esom Abakaboni, Perfect Deladem Adika, Petrina Derry, Richard Edem Agbemebisi, Richard Lord Kobe Kofi, Sylvia Wonta Jerry, Theophilus Afeji Hayford, Master of Public Administration, please stand. Distinctions. Akosia Ebuno Nyako, Benis Amuzu, Elvis Kwesi Chireme Boatin, Ernest Eduku, Gladys Ban Kuju, Gladys Nyako, Isaac Obin Ando, Joel Efriye Owusu, Martha Agri, Patience Eyina Dali, Rebecca Ajele Ajay, William Kofi Ochri, Winfred Araba Essel, Merit and others. Ajwa Ejewa Poku.
Aiko. Congratulations.
Merit.
Congratulations.
Ajwa Ejewa Poku. Antoinette Ramatu Wumi. Aisha Suleiman. Benjamin Kwatin Frimpong. Charity Tando, Daisy Elekem Huno, Derek Quarty, Dorcas Tracy Dove, Ebenezer Ni Odenke Abbey, Emmanuel Amwakwa, Esther Anyomesi, Felix Adiga, Francis Esiedu, Gloria Diaka, Gloria Ansan Owusu, Hannah Ahin, Ikbam Bashiru Ibrahim, Ignatius Akwesi Amankwa, Innocent Osei Owusu, James Owusu Boachi, Jennifer Boatin, Jerry Bagbo, Karen Stephanie Bene, Katada Yahaya Al-Hassan, Kwame Atiomo Boy Ado, Laudia Opokuya Deborah, Mark Siguri, Mercy Crystal Kofi, Mubarak Al-Hassan, Makujo Batu, Nikita Salifu, Nefta Ziga, Portia Yankee, Portia Sarkodie, Prince Obin, Raphael Ohini Kwapon, Richard Yao Mensa Adideme, Rich Love Bedu Adipa, Rita Sechi Edu, Sarah Sepe, Sharon Ohini Waba, Sylvia Baba Yankee, Teresa Baini, Walter Drey, Zinab Hamza, Abubakar Amin, Ekosia Sa Backman, Bridget Nanaya Wilson, Ebenezer Forsen Apia, Esther Nkrumah, Joseph Mensah Osei, Martha Zabak, Mavis Ama Hiniwa Dakon, Sarah Adams, Scholastica Kwachi, Rainwood Kwashi, Master of Public Health, please stand. Distinction, Eli Agbo, Emanuela Na Ayakinate, Felix Gerard Kwenin Dabi, Frank Anyemedu, Georgina Ajua Aqua, Grace Matamon Vesta, Gillett Martin Gazy, Calvin Senior Tanson, Portia Sintin, Merit Abbas Kumasi, Abina Doku, Abigail Adole Omari, Abigail Divi Koda, Ajua Fojo, Ama Emisa, Angela Adoma Apentin, Badaria Bawa Fuseini, Belinda Boatima Kwatin, Benedict Kanyiri, Benedicta Afrifaba, Betty Ahinkra, Catherine Kunedu Opoku, Christabel Ayimba, Christina Equia Opoku, Cynthia Amwa, Jifa Aye, Edna Efwa Tele Mensa, Elom Awushi Komenu, Emma Brew Abedu, Enoch Ado Sarkodie, Enoch Amuji, Eugenia Adifi, Helen Lodi, Gloria Efia Kobi Efriye, Grace Akon, Hero Day Alose, Hilarious Abet Elekim Kwete, Irene Ijero Onijafe, Joseph Amamu, Joseph Boham, Judith Hackman, Justine Ewi, Kenneth Kofi Amevo, Kwabene J. Esiedu Asanti, Laurentia Koshi Lamte, Laurentia Soglo, Lillian Araba Pra, Louisa Essinam Brown Abrefa, Mabel Boatima Donko, Mabel Donko, Magdalene Yawa Ofori, Maria Francois de Sumaba, Mavis Amenufia Akoto, Mavis Amele Frimpong Osei, Michael Latte Ashitei, Mildred Mami Abba Agrifin, Nyami Aye Adoma Gezi, Pamela Estrefi, Patricia Eshen, Percy Owusu Awuku, Portia Frimpong, Rachel Hammond, Rafiatu Aminu, Raymond Kojogidisu, Rita Opari, Samuel Bossman Kwam, Samuel Seni, Selom Kwashi Trakusu, Shaibu Idrusu Afa, Sheila Nigri, Soles Mausi Geji, Master in International Relations and Diplomacy, Distinction, Lodina Omanhine Jima, thank you. Merit, Abdullahi Hudu, Anita Brago Abuaji,
I like your energy. Congratulations.
Achu Della Gamo, Baba Mansa Katu, Barbara Kobi, Basira Abubakar, Beatrice Apia, Benjamin Atu Afo, Benjamin Mensa, Bismarck Owusu, Bridget Do Chinugo, Caroline Erabina Topianka, Cecilia Nyankwatin, Charlotte Awaga, Christina Addison, Christina Perike, Destiny Nana Ajwa Roxin, Ebenezer Arthur, Elsie Seram Ablan Ahovi, Emmanuel Eduya, Esther Adinkra, Esther Kalista Efia Safo, Eugene Ejepong Adade, Eugenia Saidi, Eunice Boachi, Fauzia Salifu, Gabriel Benekofi Dake, Gladys Boachi, Gloria Abba Akan, Gloria Norte, Gordon Yausa, Grace Brima, Dinet Owusu Abuachi, Hega Akoto, Hannah Echam, Helena Asibiga, Jacqueline Kwatin Ejei, James Owusu Ansa, Janice Ama Ejei, Jennifer Owusuwa Prempe, Jibrila Mumuni, Joanna Efia Sapon, John Mary, Joseph Mensa, Joycelyn Eram Akura, Kokwi Selome, Laurel Edu Ejei, Linda Eram Amuzi Seku, Livingstone Setekla, Louisa Ofosua Mills, Magdalene Salom Gada, Makafui Ajo Akutu, Mariam Adams Jane, Mariam Ibrahim Dowona, Mariam Ibrahim, Maria Talata Abu, Mary Wilson Okran, Michael Fifi Abeye Bedin, Na Ayoko Tego, Nanadra Kafui Juke, Nana Kunedu Ajiman, Paul Kweku Amwa, Philomena Ofori Labi, Fina Bedu, Phyllis Nantau, Prisla Esiedu Kunabia, Prisla Awume, Rebecca Esibuba de Graft Johnson, Regina Abaya, Richard Nana Amwaku, Rita Efriye, Rose Kennedy Ejei, Ruby Efe Owusu Ejei, Sila Yao Yadom Boachi, Samuel Opari Sewovi, Sarah Eslefi, Sarah Thompson,
I have to go and attend to some people.
Sameha Kosi Kojo, Sena Ajo Huze,
After the new year.
Sharifa Ibrahim Idris, Stephen Kwesi Opuni, Yusuf Osman, Zinab Al-Hassan, Adowa Efia Ochri, Efwa Latebia Aqua, Akibatu Isa Odoy, Antoinette Na Aku Alote, Benedicta Azuma, Bettina Ayom Alomene, Dillis Ariza Blay, Enoch Emmanuel Entry, Erica Adai, Esi Sechiwatin Crime. We are pausing here. We'll do a presentation, then we'll continue, please. Okay. Enoch Emmanuel Entry, Erica Adai, Esi Sechiwatin Kran, Faima Brahima Mutala, Frank Osei Opoku, George Kumson, Georgia Adumwa, Harry Eche Amuzu, Holda Nefa Akuji, Ibrahim Mada Meiki, Laurentia Yesuto Dameshi, Lucky Apia, Maxwell's Asari Ampedu, Nanama Echaya Bua, Nelson Nana Kwame Buama, Princess Arita Enim, Prisla Nana Adwa Hammond, Rastina Lee Akesi Opari Saforo, Rebecca Nan Noko Okwe, Richard Ejepon, Rachel Tasha Na Komele Bochi, Sandra D'Souza, Selma Yoda, Tano Amakua Abland Elizabeth Agbemedon, Vanessa Ajet Nasson, Winifred Elinam Atikui.
Just one moment, and then you'd come back. So if you don't mind, please. Yeah. Uncle Ebo has an equally important assignment to go to. And so would like to show some appreciation by giving him our institute gift so that he would always remember today and the class of 2025. So may I respectfully invite the rector, supported by the chairman of council, to kindly present to Uncle Ebo the institute gift. This is you. Uncle Ebo, we are grateful for your time. We thank you for gracing this occasion and for your stories. Thank you very much. So the acting dean and your team, please come back. Let's resume the call of the list. Hetty, please come.
Master of Science in Occupational Safety, Health, and Environmental Management, please stand. Distinction, Nathaniel Chum Kwabina Ashong. Merit, Abdul Haq Issa, Abdul Rashid Muniru, Abubakar Salifu Al-Hassan, Alberta Afi Soda, Alex Akufo Jr., Ama Nyakua Asante, Anna Tema Aponsa, Anthony Ejay Nunu, Ato Anaman, Belinda Ansa Ochri, Bernard SM Kofi, Bernard Telfa, Betty Akon, Catherine Insia Kunto, Daniel Na, Danieli Desiree Obapa Jones, Derek Senyo Adai, Desmond Opoku Ajiman, Edem Mensa Affiliate, Edwina Wesleyan Te, Alija Bodoho, El Shaddai Abuaji, Emma Obin Folsom, Emmanuel Efa, Emmanuel Sawyer, Emmanuel Granting, Emmanuela Kra Ata, Emmanuela Ofosuhima Sapon, Eric Tetabano Kwao Tei Gaga, Esther Bentum Estel, Esther Mamle Ofori, Esther Newman Safua Ejay, Eunice Adai, Evelyn Lotami, Fauzia Osmanu, Felicia Ya Asantua Afrani, Hossein Mubarak Bashiru, Irene Baba Emisa, Isaac Lae Tete, Ivy Ami Senaja, Jacob Yao, Agbenu Tonyeya, James Salifu Kozak, Janice Ampoma Omari Ofori, Julia Brent Mensa, Junior Kofi Obin, Patara Ali, Kofi Asamoah Buedu, Louisa Adisatu Bogari, Mahmoud Tijani, Mark Kujo, Maxwell Kwabina Essel, Michael Dogbeda Amegashi, Michael Kofi Anku Clayman, Michael Mensa Brobe, Michaela Dino Aye, Nana Brahma Boachi, Nana Opoku Ajay, Naruatu Idrusu, Philip Dakua Oredu, Priscilla Semper, Ribbon Gruma, Richard Arthur, Richard Ko Tejani, Robert Anku, Samiratu Abdullahi, Samuel Edu, Samuel Amankwa Ansa, Samuel Sunkwa, Susanna Dompre, Abubakar Sidik Frauko Yusuf, Anthony Kwesimina, Dinah Dedetewia, Eric Asafori, Memunatu Kasim, Marina Zomiti, Prince Nyanku Ansa, Ya Kunedu. MPhil, Public Health. Please stand. Distinction, Patience, Prestige, Ataba. Merit, Cynthia Aswo Asa, Fadus Idris, Patience Efua Bedu, Pearl Enam Hachu, Rejoice Ganyo, Sarah Boafu, Shaina Nonsen Amadou, Master of Public Sector Management, please stand. Okay. Distinction, Sylvester Selassie Obodai, Obiadi, Anwanette Siddiq. Master of Public Sector Management. Merit, Cynthia Aswo Esa, Ivy Arivella Balari, Maxwell Kofi Azuma, Franklin Nyakon Adu, Esa Angelina Tomo, Benjamin Dade, Ellen Bani Bequin, bachelor's degree in public administration, second class lower. Archibald Mark Amwesi Kobina, Charles Bernard Intim Dankwa, Emilia Fruitful Intiamwa, Raphael Disanu, Theodora Laurentia Ade, Osei Kweku Dakwa Edubuahin, Vincent Kofi Eduam Zinku, and Leslie Kome Doda.
Thank you very much. Yes. Thank you. Awards and award of prizes. Please, may I kindly ask those standing to resume their seats so we can continue with the program. Thank you very much. The chairman, members of council, rector, members of convocation, ladies and gentlemen, I present the graduates who have excelled for the award of prizes and have the honor to respectfully invite the chairman of council to be assisted by the guest of honor and the rector to present the awards. The guest of honor is gone, so it will just be the rector, assisted by Dr. Amina Al-Hassan. And for these awards, the Institute Prize. The award goes to the best graduate student for the School of Public Service and Governance, graduating from the program Master of Public Administration with a CGPA of 3.89. The award is a cash prize of 2,000 Ghana cedis, and it goes to William Kofi Ochre. Thank you very much, Rector. Thank you, Hajia. Yes, please. You may resume your seat. Special prize, School of Public Service and Governance. And this is the Professor Lord Mauko Yevuga Excellence Award in International Relations and Diplomacy for the best graduating students in the Masters in International Relations and Diplomacy program. The award is a certificate, assorted text in international relations and diplomacy, 1 year paid membership subscription of the International Relations and Diplomacy Network Ghana, totaling 2,000 Ghana cedis, 1 year junior fellowship status with the Center for African Diplomacy and Global Engagement, Afro Global. May I respectfully invite Professor Mauko to come and present He's not the awardee, he's just sponsoring it. So we need to call the awardee. And awardees graduating with a CGPA of 3.81, and it goes to Lodina Omaheni Jima. Congratulations, Lodina. Thank you very much. May I respectfully ask all graduates to please stand. As a sign of a change in your status, please move your tassels from right to left. And would ask Evergreen Choir to give us a melody so you can congratulate one another and your lecturers, and we'll do that for just 5 minutes. But before we do that, we'll also want to thank those who are here and all others who assisted us. Evergreen Choir, please hold on. Please hold on for 1 second. All right, so we'll do this quickly. And God has been good to you, to all of us. We thank God for bringing you this far throughout the journey and all that, assisting you to mobilize resources to be here. So to God Almighty, hip, hip, hip. Good. And to GIMPA, from the council, management, staff, faculty, your lecturers, everyone who has been part of your experience here at GIMPA, the janitors, the canteen people, the bush canteen, and everyone, the Okada riders, hip, hip, hip. Right, now to our families, our employers, our friends, our benefactors, all those who sponsored us and helped to make this program, your program successful and your achievement, especially AI for helping you with your thesis and all that. Hip, hip, hip. All right, so there will be an interlude for you to congratulate one another briefly. Don't forget your lecturers, they are sitting here.
Oh, Munjamia, Munjame, Mame Tumenyo, Iradia Yegos, Munjamia, Munjame, Mame Tumenyo, Iradia Yegos, Iradia Yegos.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Livingston. Don't cry, you're keeping my Thank you, please. Please resume your seats. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll continue the dancing in a moment. Please resume your seats. Kindly sit. I can feel the excitement, and deservedly so. Thank you very much. Please resume your seats. We'll be out of here in less than 20 minutes. Please resume your seats. Can you close the door so that we continue with the program? Thank you very much. Please close the door. Thank you very much. May I invite the representative of the Alumni Association to administer the alumni oath, after which we will take the valedictory address. Please don't leave. Madam. Thank you very much.
Chairman of Council, may I have your permission to administer the oath of alumni? All graduates, please be upstanding. All graduates, please be upstanding. And then you turn to page 91 of your brochure. Page 91 of your brochure. I want you to take this exercise very serious. Okay. When I say I, you mention your name. I, having become an alumna of the Ghana Institute of Management and Public Administration, GEMPA, do solemnly pledge allegiance to the GEMPA Alumni Association. And the institute as whole. I shall faithfully and diligently support, defend and strive hard to live up to the standards of excellence of my alma mater. I pledge to use my knowledge, skills and experience to the best of my ability for the advancement of learning and well-being of my community and country. I promise to be a loyal ambassador for the Institute, to promote its welfare and maintain its reputation. I shall obligate myself to cooperate actively and commit resources to support GEMPA's activities. I think that one didn't go well. Let's see it again. I shall obligate myself to cooperate actively and commit resources to support GEMPA's activities. I will endeavor in all my dealings to be known as a person of honor and repute, to bring respect to my alma mater. So help me God. You may now take your seat. Congratulations and welcome to the alumni family. Please, I need your attention here. This is a very important assignment. So I need your attention here. You are no more a student. Now you are an alumni, and you have been sworn in as members of the alumni. The role and responsibility of alumni is to develop, support the institute to achieve greater heights and its task. It falls on you now to help shape the direction of the institute. We need your contribution to help build institutions and make it a great institution. I know most of you can fund projects on campus. There are a lot of projects we need to accomplish to make this institution more great and accommodate more people. I will task all of you as a group to pick up one of the legacy projects, fund it, class of 2025, and put your name there, and generation yet unborn will come and know your good works. I know individually most of you can fund projects. Please don't leave the institution. Come and help support this great institution. It is going to be well with all of you. You'll get good jobs, you'll be promoted, good husbands and wives. Never forget your alma mater, Gempa. Finally, in all you do, always remember, my Gempa, your Gempa. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Chairman of Council, members of Council, Rector, all protocols observed. I have the pleasure to invite our valedictorian for this ceremony, the December session. And she is in the person of Jasmine Ajay Mensah. She's graduated from Master of Laws in International Trade and Business Law with a CGPA of 3.91 on a scale of 1 to 4. Please help me welcome Jasmine to the podium. You can find her profile in the brochure on page 89. Thank you.
Good afternoon, class of 2025. Congratulations to us all. It hasn't been an easy one, but God has been with us, and so I say congratulations. The chairman and members of the GIMPA Governing Council, the distinguished guest speaker, the rector, deputy rector, secretary of the institute, deans, distinguished faculty and staff, invited guests, proud family and friends, my dear colleagues of the class of 2025, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Today is a moment of deep gratitude, reflection, and quiet triumph. Standing here as valedictorian for the December 2025 session of the 25th Congregation of GIMPA is an honor I receive with humility, especially because every one of us gathered here across different academic years and programs knows that simply reaching this moment is in itself an achievement. More importantly, it reflects a collective journey that we have all walked together. To many of us, this academic journey has been one of the most challenging yet fulfilling seasons of our lives. It tested our intellect, our discipline, and if we are being completely honest, our sleep schedules. Some of us were not sleeping at all. Yet through it all, we discovered something powerful, that no one truly walks this path alone. We have held each other's hands along the way. We encouraged one another, shared notes, shared burdens, and showed up for each other in ways that made the impossible achievable. And for that, I say aiko. To our faculty, we owe a debt of profound gratitude. You poured out selflessly the wealth of knowledge that you have built over years of scholarship and practice. You did not merely teach us. You shaped how we think and how we approach our roles as professionals in an increasingly complex world. We are equally grateful to management, administrative and support staff whose guidance, timely notices, and readiness to provide clarification ensure that our academic journey remains structured and supported. Thank you very much for your patience. As we look to the future, we do so with confidence and responsibility. We are ready, are we? It is time to take the bull by the horns, to step boldly into our individual callings, and to make a meaningful difference. The knowledge we have gained is not for certificates alone, but for impact in our professions, our communities, our country, and the continent of our birth. May we practice integrity, lead with courage, and serve with purpose. May we pursue not only success, but most importantly, significance. And as we go forth, may God order our steps, grant us wisdom beyond knowledge, and establish the work of our hands. And so for our hard work, I say, cheers to great impact and even greater fulfillment. Thank you, and congratulations to us, class of 2025. Let's go forth and shine. Thank you.
Thank you very much, our valedictorian Jasmine, for your address on behalf of your colleagues. We are almost at the end of our program. Before I invite the chairman to dissolve congregation, I'd like to thank all of you for your cooperation. I'll thank the council members, convocation, and all our guests who have been here and those who have left. We will recess in this order. Council will leave first, followed by convocation, and then the rest of us would follow. Thank you very much. Mr. Chairman and members of the Governing Council of the Institute, members of convocation, staff, alumni, students, distinguished guests, the media, ladies and gentlemen. And I invite the Chairman of Council to dissolve the second sitting of the second session of the 25th Congregation for the admission to various master's and bachelor's degree and award of prizes of the Institute. Chairman, sir.
Colleague, council members, members of convocation, staff, alumni, the class of 2025 graduates, students, distinguished guests, the media, ladies and gentlemen. We have graciously come to the end of the first sitting of the second session of the Institute's 25th congregation. As a student of international relations, public administration, and public sector management, I am particularly interested in this group of graduates today. So I congratulate you another time. You have done well. Now, let me put it this way. My younger colleague is not here. But those of you who know Professor Chu, I know he'll be here tomorrow for the business school session. If GIMPA can graduate this number of students in public administration, public sector management, international relations, public health, and so forth, I want Prof to calculate for us how many years it will take for Ghana to become, if you will, a first world country. Because countries that have developed, or the way they developed, France, Singapore, Malaysia, and so forth, the public sector was the leading sector. So I want the calculation to see how long it will take us in Ghana. Previously, we couldn't graduate this many students. We couldn't get them in the public sector. So today is a good day for us at GIMPA, and I'd like to see that continue into the future. On behalf of the council, faculty and staff, I also like to welcome you to the GIMPA alumni community, and I congratulate you again for this ceremony. I'd like to see more contributions from you, hefty contributions from you. We've already accepted the offer from our guest speaker. We thank him for that generous offer to us. What is more interesting, and I like to remind those of you who are going to be doing that in the future, there is a university in New Jersey in the United States. It was a state institution, and these alumni offered $100 million to support the school. So the state legislature passed a law and changed the school and named it after him. I like to see that happen somewhere in Ghana. So that is a note to all of you. On behalf of our council, I also like to thank the rector, management, faculty, and staff. And in this case, the schools that are graduating, all of you today. You've done well, and we are very grateful to you. Now, to the class of 2025, congratulations. In my days, in the 1970s, we used to talk of public administration in a temporary society, which George Frederickson in the 1970s defined as a society in transition. We didn't know of public administration and AI as we know of it today. So this is a new challenge for all of you. We don't know how the global society will develop in the future, but be part of it, be at the forefront, and transform public administration in Ghana and Africa. On this note, ladies and gentlemen, the first sitting of the second session of the 25th Congregation of the Ghana Institute of Management and Public Administration is hereby dissolved. And I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year in advance. God bless us all and have a safe journey back home. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Not so quickly, my dears. We will take the GIMPA anthem. Please, the degrees were awarded for learning and character. So kindly just bear with us. Convocation has been dissolved and we will be out of here. Kindly let us rise and take the GIMPA anthem.
My GIMPA, your GIMPA, a GIMPA. Let's hide the flag of GIMPA. My GIMPA, your GIMPA, a GIMPA. A world-class center of excellence, training in leadership, management, and administration. Continuously enhancing capacity in public-private sector. The evergreen GIMPA, a pride. My mission, your mission, a mission to promote GIMPA's goals. My mission, your mission, a mission to make the GIMPA a noble place that guided by integrity, honesty and accountability, transparency and service to mankind, and build a better Ghana. May God bless Gimba's noble name. Praise the flag of Gimba. Lift high the pride of hard work. Lift high the fame of friends of Gimba. And let Gimba remain evergreen. Praise the flag of Gimba. Lift high the pride of hard work. Lift high the fame of friends of Gimba. And let Gimba remain evergreen.
Respectfully, shall we remain standing to take the closing prayer? Our Lord and Master Jesus, we thank you for bringing us to a successful end of this afternoon session. We thank you for the lives of our graduates. Father, we commit them into your care as they leave this noble institution. We ask that let their new degrees be opportunities for more openings. We pray that as they go out, they will be great ambassadors for our institute. We pray for journey mercies for all those who have traveled from far and near for this session. This is our prayer in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Sama, Acting Director, Academic Affairs. Merry Christmas to us all.
For the graduating student from School of Public Service and Governance, I'm told you're having a get-together at the school auditorium. One of your colleagues is organizing a party there, so you may all pass there for some brief moments. Thank you. So to the School of Public Service and Governance auditorium, please.